congrats. I'm so excited to see Elio in full force, but it's already passed my Pixar tier test in just the footage I've seen so far. Domee, I want to start with, between Bow and Turning Red, you've already given me plenty of therapy talking points, but now we're talking about loneliness, and that's something that is very near and dear to my heart right now, and just like something I think a lot of people are dealing with. Did working on this movie maybe give you a new perspective on how people deal with loneliness, just through Elio's story?
Oh, definitely. I think we've all felt that way in some level, especially after the pandemic, and just like being isolated in our own little bubbles, and I think like this movie could have only happened because like people, like amazing people like Maddie and Mary Alice and the entire crew came together under one roof to like work on this, and that was just so inspiring for me. And I've never co-directed before. I've never kind of jumped on a project that was already kind of happening. And so it was just all like a really exciting new learning opportunity for me to like realize, there's something to co-directing, that there's something to not having to do all of this alone and not having the weight and pressure all on your own shoulders, and to share that with someone else. But also like when you look at a problem like with somebody, like you have a whole nother perspective on how to tackle that problem, and it's just that and you guys come up with a solution together that's even better than what you could have done on your own. So that was my experience on Elio, and it was just it was amazing.
Madeline, I do want to talk about kind of the sci-fi elements. I liked hearing you guys nerd out a little bit in the press conference. But what I love is like there's such an organic kind of nature to what the sci-fi elements look like, which is great because like other Pixar films set in space, like Lightyear or WALL-E, it feels very different from those visually. Was that the intention in crafting this universe?
Totally. I mean, I love what Harley Jessup and the art team and the sets team did to create a civilization on the Communiverse that feels very advanced. Like clearly there's advanced technology, otherwise you couldn't have little floating bubble spheres or whatever. But it's also, they added a layer of like gooiness to everything. So it's you get this sense that these aliens are leagues beyond us, and that feeling that there's so many other pockets of the Communiverse that we don't even know what they're doing over there. We don't even know what technology they have. We've only scratched the surface of what they've done, and I think the art team just did a beautiful job creating that sense of like backstory to where we are.
Thank you for that. Mary Alice, I do want to, this is my first time at Pixar visiting, and just like seeing the inner workings has been fascinating, and I've been nerding out, trying not to take too many pictures, but in sourcing the teams that go into these films, I'm so curious, like, how do you just like decide which hundreds of people or which artists join these projects, specifically for Elio? What were you looking for? What was like the common denominator in that talent group?
Wow. I think the common denominator are people that are really flexible and open and want to collaborate is something we really valued. And you get to go around to all the departments at Pixar and tell them a little bit about your movie, tell who's going to be the leadership, and then you ask people to throw in as far as leadership, and then you get to meet them. But everyone here wants to make a great movie, and so the perfect storm is when you can give them stuff they want to work on, and then they come on. And that's, most of the people get to choose their assignments, and so you get a pretty great team.
Amazing. I'll leave with this. I always love to, hear who the unsung heroes are for people on projects. Is there anyone or any team that really comes to mind for any of you when I say that word?
Oh, so many. I'll name one.
Yeah.
I think I'll name Brian Larson, who is our story supervisor. He just led the story team for 4+ years. He's led them through many iterations of the movie, and he just comes to work with so much positivity and stamina and strength. And he also provided a lot of great scratch dialogue. So like for our movies, when we cut it together, we use temporary dialogue from like a lot of Pixar employees. He provided a lot of the voices for the characters.
He's a talented actor.
Yeah, he's a talented actor too. he can do it all.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Larson.
Yeah.
I do have to wrap, but thank you so much, and I
thank
hope we get to
you.
speak about this film again soon.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Great
great
to
to
meet you as well.